I always start my slides, presentations, with symbol that you guys see saying to pause if you need to pause, but there's actually no pause slide, so pause as you need when the presentation is going. So the student will be able to understand how to use coordinate planes. This will be done through a presentation and map activity. The presentation is what you guys are listening to right now, and the map activity is what we're going to do tomorrow in class. Tomorrow is going to be Tide Tuesday. So you guys need to know what we're doing before tomorrow. So when we get to class tomorrow, you'll understand the topic. And just to warn you, this is the hardest Tide Tuesday of the year, so try to pay attention right now so it's a little bit easier on you tomorrow. So how will I ever use this? Remember, the whole point of Tide Tuesday is to explain to you how you're going to use this stuff in real life, because I don't like hearing in class, Mr. Beuthin, when will I use this in life? And coordinate planes are actually used a lot with graphing, with coordinates. That's why it's called coordinate planes, like right over here. This is a map of, it's somewhere in Mexico. I don't know where. I took it from online, so it's somewhere in Mexico. But it's a good example of one of these little tourist maps that you'll get when you walk into a city. But there's a coordinate plane, Mr. B. You said coordinate planes are like the maps you just showed me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this coordinate plane and kind of overlay it on the map you just saw. So I actually just, the lines that were there, I just made them darker. I didn't add anything. They're just darker. And if you notice, the left side has numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the top has letters across the top. We use letters and numbers. But before that, we have zombie logic. So let's think of rise, then run. So zombie logic is zombies rise from the grave, then we run from them. So the zombies coming up, so the zombie runs from the grave. And then after zombies rise, we run from them. So zombies rise, then we run. So rise over run is something that you guys are going to need to know for the activity that we're going to be doing tomorrow. Rise, then run. Zombie logic. Zombies rise from the grave, then we run from those zombies. Everyone loves zombies, so I try to make zombies part of lectures and explosions and unicorns and glitters too. But vertical means up and down, just like rise. Rise is vertical, just like the hot air balloon. Horizontal is from side to side, just like when we're doing run. So here's some of those maps. If you notice, it's going to be kind of hard to read, but it's always letters, and usually letters and numbers when you do maps like this. We have University of California, Santa Barbara, NAU, and then ASU. A few maps to show you that this is actually used coordinates, and coordinate planes are used in real life. So to try to show you that it's just more than one map that you'll find. But we're actually going to, in a second, start our presentation how to do our activity tomorrow. So I'm waiting for the presentation to catch up, but here you go. So here's a map, again, of a normal little map that you'll see. You'll have letters across the top and numbers across the side. So I understand that they're kind of hard to read, so in a second it's going to pop up, and I'm going to bold the letters, bold the numbers, make it a little bit easier to read, and I'm going to put that grid pattern in there. So this is of Taipei City, just any little standard map. So first thing we're going to want to do, now that I added those, we're going to look for Eye of Taipei. So you don't have to find it down the little chart. I'm telling you, Eye of Taipei is right where that yellow dot was, the yellow-orange dot. We'll call it mustard, the mustard dot. So it is at 3B. So we can write 3B over there on the top left. So next we're going to look for the United Hotel, which is going to be the green dot. The green dot is at 3D. So we just throw that over there because 3 is on the left side and D is on the top. So that's where we do 3D. So next we got to find the rise and run, which we talked about earlier, between the 2 points. There's actually no rise. To get from 3 to 3, you're not going up or down, so it's 0. Next, after we find the rise, we have to worry about the run. So how far are we going to run away from the zombies? So we're going to run over 1, 2. So if you look at the top, I did 2 little jumps. So the rise is 0, the run is going to be 2. So next we're going to do Greenleaf to Taipei 101. I marked both of those on. One is going to be that mustard color again, and next is going to be Taipei 101 is going to be blue. So we rose up 1 this time, so our rise is going to be 1. And then our run is going to be 2 again because we go over 1, 2. So again, our rise is 1, our run is 2. So that's how we figure out rise and run for the activity that we're going to be doing tomorrow. It's going to be the same concept. To recap, first we talked about how we're going to use this in life, that maps are used in coordinate planes. Next we talked about brains. Zombie, rise over run. Remember, rise comes first and then we run. We rise from the zombies rise from the grave, then we run from them. And then next, we're actually going to use it to find points. So that point over there, for example, we look one way would be a number, and then we look up would be a letter. So we're going to have a number and letter associated with all the activities tomorrow. Later, you're going to find out it's actually a positive number and two sets of numbers, but we'll find that out later. But last, the objective. The student will be able to understand how to use coordinate planes. This will be done through a presentation and map activity.